Raylana and her friend just bust open my door.
Yeah, let's get to the part about her pulling the pistol.
The gun fell and I reached down in my pants so I could pull it out.
Ooh, bad girls you love to hate. Today on Judge Joe Brown.
A babysitter takes a drawn gun as her cue to quit. Customer service representative Carla Harper is suing her grandson's former babysitter for advance payment on services. Defendant Brittany Tishner says the money was for past work. Now, here's Judge Joe Brown.
Ms. Harper, it would appear that you're suing Ms. Tishner because she has not performed, what do you put it, babysitting services for your grandchild that you prepaid to her.
That's correct.
The defense you give is that due to the conduct of the mother of the grandchild, it would be both unsafe and improper for you to perform in such tasks.
Yes, Judge Joe Brown.
You first. By the way, you come up, you're the mother.
Okay, on Thursday, March 26th, I paid Brittany $300 to babysit Giovanni for the month of April.
That child is now
13 months.
13 months. And let's see, your daughter is what, 14?
Yes, sir. 15. Okay, Brittany did babysit Giovanni for a
You're
week.
34, right?
Yes, I am. Okay, so the week prior to me paying Brittany $300, I did pay her $80 to babysit for that week. Then on that following Thursday, to start as of April, I gave her $300 cash and brought the baby. 2 days later, she sent me a text message and told me she couldn't babysit.
Why did you need to take the child over there for her to babysit anyway?
Because I work. And,
You work?
Yes.
Are you in school?
Yes.
What grade are you in?
9th.
9th grade.
Yeah.
Okay. So when was the defendant supposed to get your child, your grandchild?
She had been babysitting as of the week prior to the week that I paid her the $300.
She says that in her math, you hadn't paid her for that week.
Well, I did.
And that the payment was tendered after the completion of the task. Not prepaid, but paid after she completed the task.
No.
That's her version. I mean, you may come
that's incorrect. Because I paid Brittany.
Where was the babysitting supposed to be done?
At Brittany's house.
Supposed to be at your place. Is that a home or apartment?
It's an apartment.
Now, who is supposed to bring the child over there?
I bring him. I bring him every morning. I pick him up. I make sure he has everything that he needs.
If that is the case, then why did you show up over at her apartment? You acknowledge you did. You say that it doesn't make any difference just because there was how do you put it, a little disagreement between yourself and the defendant. How did that happen?
All right, well, I was going to pick up my son and my clothes from Brittany's house because I was staying with her. And I moved out.
You were staying with her?
Yeah.
Now, you went over there to pick up your stuff and the child. What happened? What
Okay.
is this little fight?
I was at my mom's house before I went to go pick up my son. I told my mom I was going to go pick up my son. And so I went to Brittany's house to go pick up my things and go pick up my son. So I'm going in, I'm picking up all my stuff and this and this. And so Brittany gonna stop me, and Brittany tells me, she's like, well, I don't know what you're gonna do, but Miss Carla told me that you can't take Giovanni. So I told her, I'm like this, well, that's my baby. And if I feel like I'm gonna take him, you feel me? And so then I gathered up all my things and I told my friend Demi to take my son downstairs. And I'm getting all my other clothes, and me and Brittany are going back and forth. And prior then,
How old were you then? Just turned
I'm
14.
15.
14?
I'm 15.
You're 14.
I'm
You're
15
15 now. Oh my. Let's go to the defendant. What happened on the afternoon or evening in question that she's talking about?
Okay, well, I was at home. I didn't get a call before she even came over at all saying
You're a
that she was
student,
coming.
right?
Yeah.
Work too?
No, I'm on unemployment right now.
But
I'm
you're a
looking-
student?
Yeah, I'm a student.
That's job enough.
I didn't get a call before, saying, Raylana's coming over, just to let you know so I could be prepared. I'm at home. Raylana and her friend just bust open my door, okay?
Bust open. What do you mean by that?
She opened my door, came in.
Didn't knock.
Didn't knock. Came in, took Giovanni from my hand, just really totally just disrespectful. Just
All right, now
out of line.
stop there a minute. I want to go back in time. How did you come to be acquainted with the young lady?
Well, this lady from church, her daughter had told me about her. And she was like, well, she doesn't have a place to stay. And I was like, okay, well, if that was me in that situation.
You're doing good Christian charity, right? Mm-hmm. So what'd you do?
I was like, okay, well, you're more than welcome to come stay with me. More than welcome. And she was like, okay, it was fine then, and then a couple weeks after, personalities clashed. So
Well, I imagine they would from what you described. You are the one who's on the lease for the apartment, paying the rent. Mm-hmm. So what happens now? She cops this attitude on you.
Mm-hmm. It's just, the reason why I mainly kicked her out was because of the disrespect. You don't bring people in my house 1 o'clock in the morning and then they don't
1 o'clock in the morning. So I'm wrong. It's not afternoon. I saw 1. I just knew we're talking about afternoon, not 1 a.m. Somebody walks in your door unannounced at 1 a.m. The person with her, was it male or female?
At first, I thought it was a party because it was something to do with Mardi Gras. And I thought they're going to...
The person that came with her, was he male? Was it a he or a she?
It was a lot of guys and some females.
So all these strange guys come in your place at 1 a.m. in the morning unannounced, just open walk on in.
And I told her, and I did get an attitude. I'm not gonna lie, I did get an attitude because I'm like, Raylana, I thought you guys were leaving to Ogden to go.
So you asked her to leave, right?
Yeah.
Did it end at that point?
No, she said, well, I'm trying to get him out. I was like, okay. So I waited. So the next morning, so I go to bed. The next morning,
it went further.
Still party. Still there the next day.
You couldn't get them out of your apartment. They just said, we're going to bogart the place. We're here, we're partying, you don't like it, put earplugs in. Go back to bed.
Exactly.
Next morning, what happens? Since they took your place over?
There's still people over my house. And it just really hurt me and just really disrespectful because it's like, I told her, before you bring somebody over my house, just out of respect, just tell me or ask me. I'm
still concerned about the extent to which this thing escalated somewhat later. What happened? Let's go there. She had left all these people in your place.
I never left anybody in your house.
I love this. She comes over to man as a kid, 1 a.m., leaves all these strange men at your house, takes the place over. Next morning they're there. Be quiet. You weren't there, and then she shows back up.
This is a whole different story.
What happens when she shows back up after she brought all these people in your house?
I think it was like the next week after I had kicked her out because I couldn't take it. And then she came back over to get her stuff. She had brought, her friends were waiting downstairs besides one of her friends who came up to hold the baby, which she went downstairs with her baby. So I went back there, making sure she wasn't taking any of my stuff. So after that, we were cussing at each other. She was saying, well, you don't even know half my baby stuff. And I was like, well, you don't even take care of your baby that well. And I kicked her in her stomach. I kicked her. I let you talk. Let me talk.
Well, bottom line is, before the thing, be quiet. Let's get to the part about her pulling the pistol on you.
Okay, this is the. She was coming up to me, and out of defense, I kicked her in her stomach.
It was a toy. It wasn't even a real gun.
A toy.
It was an airsoft gun, and what happened was Brittany kicked me. We weren't even nowhere near the door. Brittany kicked me.
Yeah, so you broke off in there gonna brandish a toy gun.
So after I kicked her in her stomach, I ran, of course, because she fell down and I ran. My friend said she pulled out.
The gun fell. The gun fell, and I reached down my pants so I could pull it out, so I could
Enough
fight it.
said. End of it.
We'll be right back with Judge Joe Brown.
That means you were 13 when you got impregnated, right?
Yes, I was.
And later today,
Panda was sniffing other dogs were sniffing him. And kneeling down, I seen Bailey coming at me, charging the both of us, and just clamped on my dog, and that was it.
Bailey is not aggressive. She likes to play, she likes to wrestle, that's what she does at the park, and we've never had another dog have a problem with it.
It's Joe time after this. Bad girls you love to hate today on Judge Joe Brown.
we're back with Judge Joe Brown. The defendant in this case says she was doing the plaintiff's daughter a favor, and it turned out to be a nightmare. After caring for the plaintiff's grandson, she was forced to defend herself against his gun-toting mother. Let's take a look.
I bet you haven't even made a claim for child support, have you?
Actually, yes, I have.
That means you were 13 when you got impregnated, right?
Yes, I was.
Are they haven't prosecuted somebody for having sex with a 13-year-old who is not competent to consent? That's a felony. I think it carries 25 minimum.
But that really doesn't
So we
have
got
anything
somebody ought
to
to
do
be
with
doing
the fact
25
that
years minimum in the penitentiary.
Got paid for babysitting and didn't do the job for that week.
I'm not going to deal with this. Why don't you get your household in order? You had her when you were, what?
Wait a minute. This don't, my household is in order.
You had her early.
I did.
You're
I had my daughter when I
34,
was
she's
19
19.
years old.
You go
Yes,
take
I
off
did.
from the job
I
and you
paid
go
Brittany.
take care of this
Brittany
hood rat
agreed to
over here.
babysit.
Comes up
Brittany
in
agreed
here
to
and got
babysit.
the
And
gun.
then-
What are you
and then-
doing with one? You're a minor. You're not entitled to have a firearm or
But what
anything
does
that
that
looks
have to
like
do
it.
with her
So
owing me
you
more
go
money
to this
for
woman's house
babysitting?
after you sit there bogarted, put strange men in there who decided they're going to take her place
Y'all,
over,
this is
spend the
ridiculous.
night, and then you come back again next week. You bring a sidearm with you. Hey, he fell on the ground. That's when she, no, out of here. Bye. No how, no way. Denied.
This courtroom is now in recess.
Hell no.
What started as a favor for a church friend ended with some serious and dangerous drama for the defendant. The judge throws out the plaintiff's case. Now, on to the next case.
Please raise your right hand.
Supervising mechanic Alfonso Ramos is suing the defendant for vet bills. Defendant Belinda Riley says the plaintiff's dog was the aggressor.
All this takes place locally in a dog park. There is a matter of Bailey purportedly assaulting and committing a battery by bite upon the person of Panda. Miss Riley, you say that it was the plaintiff's dog, Panda, that was the aggressor in this instance, not your dog, Bailey.
Yeah, that's true.
All right, you, sir. You go first, Mr. Ramos.
Hi, Your Honor. Well, we took our dog to the dog park that's located in OB. We do this mostly every Friday, and this was nothing unusual about it. We took him. He was a happy dog. We walked into the park, and as soon as we walked in, I noticed a brown Doberman dog to the right, just kind of staring, looking at what was going on. I looked at him because I thought it was a nice-looking dog. Within a few seconds, the dog started coming around the area where my dog was at with the other dogs, and my dog kind of seemed uneasy about that, like he didn't like it.
How many other dogs accompanied the defendant's animal?
There was two other dogs.
Okay.
And so we continued to walk. Panda was sniffing other dogs were sniffing him. It was two other dogs. There were two other labs. And we're walking through, and when her dog started coming around, Panda left sniffing those dogs' interaction and came right next to us and was walking along our side. And within about a minute of walking, her dog just came and jumped on my dog. We didn't think anything of it.
What do you mean jumped on?
Put her two front paws on his back.
The Doberman put two paws on the back of your dog, Panda.
Panda, correct. And
That's not true. It was around
now,
his
just
back.
stop. There's no biting alleged at this point. So what happens?
so we started hearing a growl, and
Also not true.
I was like,
Stop.
I'm like, hey, and as soon as I said hey, she just went at him and bit him. I managed to push her off, and I grabbed my dog at the same time so they wouldn't engage. And kneeling down, I seen Bailey coming at me, charging the both of us, and ran right into me, and I kind of fell back and just clamped on my dog, and that was it. There was nothing I could do at the moment. I was trying to get her off. The gentleman she was with came over and just wrapped his arms around Bailey and picked her up and started yanking or demanding her to like let go of Panda. But she wasn't doing anything. She just kept clamped. And I can hear my dog just weeping with his neck clamped by her dog. And I asked him, like, hey, can you have to open his mouth. So
Panda got bitten by the scruff of the neck, or
Correct.
grabbed by the scruff of the neck.
So at that time, I grabbed Bailey by the mouth and tried to squeeze it to have her let go of my dog. And
Okay.
she actually did. She let go, and then as I pulled away and grabbed my dog, she bit me on the arm. And there's also pictures of that.
Oh my God.
Why don't you stop interrupting?
Okay,
You'll
okay.
get the floor.
I'm sorry.
No. Had you been frequenting that dog park on a regular basis?
Yes, every Friday almost.
For how long?
For about 7 to 8 months.
How many times have you been, how often do you take Bailey in that park?
We would take her about once to twice a week.
Now, you say that Bailey would often play with other dogs in that park. Is that right?
Oh yeah, she plays with all the dogs. She's always gotten along with all the other dogs. We've never had a problem like this before. She likes to play, she wrestles.
We'll be back with more Judge Joe Brown in a moment.
I ran out there because we were sitting on a nearby bench. I ran out there and tried to stick my hand in between the dogs, and their dog Panda, in fact, bit my finger. It was gushing blood everywhere.
Closed captioning sponsored by...
We're back with Judge Joe Brown. The plaintiff in this case says he was at the dog park with his lab mix named Panda when a Doberman ran up and attacked. After getting the dog off Panda once, he had to pry the Doberman's jaws open to save his dog a second time. Let's take a look.
All right, go ahead.
Bailey is not aggressive. She likes to play, she likes to wrestle. That's what she does at the park, and we've never had another dog have a problem with it. When Bailey entered the park, we were hanging out for a little bit. She noticed another dog, and Panda, his dog. She ran over there. She did how she usually does. She jumps around a lot. She's a hyper dog. So she jumped on his back. Their dog did not like that, obviously, and turned around and snapped and bit her first. So Bailey defended herself and bit back. I ran out there because we were sitting on a nearby bench. I ran out there and tried to stick my hand in between the dogs, and their dog Panda, in fact, bit my finger. It was gushing blood everywhere.
Not true.
Plaintiff got bitten, you say you got bitten. All right. And I take it both of you are honest and decent people and you're animal lovers. He is too. I have 3 of them myself. They become members of your family. Now, you give me this from the dog trainer about the dog's problems. Well, no, that can be overcome.
Your Honor, this is actually the first time I heard the dog was rescued because at the park she claimed her dog might have still been in heat.
That is a factor I took into consideration, though I haven't said anything about it. She alleged it. Your dog didn't have to go to the vet, did it?
No, I was just
Well,
going to say
then
that...
what are you complaining
I
about?
was
His
just gonna
dog had
say-
to go to the vet. Your dog needs to be subject to a little bit more training. By the way, watch
Exactly.
Caesar, the dog whisperer, comes on quite a
needs a
few
new trainer.
times, and you will see what's going on. And your dog needs some training. Yours needs some reconditioning.
He needs a new trainer.
Judge Joe Brown makes his ruling after this.
Did an ex cost you money and you have the cell phone video to prove it? Call 1-877-JOE'S-LAW or visit JudgeJoeBrown.com.
The $20 copay, come on. That's not enough to be heard about. You two ought to...
I just wanted to...
Come
this
on.
is the first time I've ever
Come
been.
on, don't change from being gallant and out there doing it to being petty. And you're a dog lover. We do this.
Thank you, Your Honor.
All right, that'll be my award, $215 and your cost. Have a good day.
This courtroom is now in recess.
Well, the plaintiff says the attack on his dog was swift and serious. The defendant tried to downplay it, claiming her Doberman got along with all the other dogs. The judge says that doesn't mean her dog was not at fault here. The plaintiff gets partial judgment. We'll be right back. We're back. The defendant told the judge her dog is just super playful, and it is the plaintiff's dog that was out of control. The judge says these dogs were working out their dominance issues, but the defendant is still responsible. She'll pay.
For information on future cases or to contact this court, check out our website at judgejoebrown.com.